Hello, everybody. This is Liam Billingham, co-host of Oeuvre Busters. Before we jump into this week's episode, I wanted to give you a little update. First of all, today, right now, you are listening to the first episode of the second season of Oeuvre Busters on Phillip, Seymour, Hoffman. This episode is a draft episode, meaning instead of doing all 55 movies that Phillip Seymour Hoffman apparently appeared in, we decided to whittle it down to about 14 films, and you're going to hear us do that on this very thrilling and exciting and mysterious episode. So stay tuned for that. But also, we're going to release a bonus episode this week that's more closely related to the first season. That bonus episode is going to be on Wanda, directed by Barbara Loden, which was made around the same time as Husbands, John Cassavetes' controversial masterpiece. So that'll be an interesting thing. That'll be out soon, probably after this episode. Otherwise, this intro makes no sense. So stay tuned for that. And after this week, we'll go back to our bi-weekly release. In 2 weeks, we'll be releasing the first episode on a Phillip Seymour Hoffman film. And that film will be determined by the draft you're about to hear. Stay tuned. I'm Liam Billingham still.
I'm George Fragopoulos? I can't possibly be.
No, you are.
Okay,
You are.
Cool.
And this
is
Oeuvre Busters. I took charge that time. Did you hear that?
Can I just briefly say it was very difficult growing up with that last name?
Fragopoulos?
Kids could be very cruel.
Yeah, try being named Liam. I got Lamb Chop all the time.
Lamb Chop?
Yeah. It was,
Huh.
I never even watched that show.
I figured you'd get Lime.
Welcome to season 2.
Well, the gateway drug to season 2. Our first ever.
You're going through a clearing in the forest.
Is
you
that like a
take
Twilight
right,
Zone thing?
And you see, I don't know what it is.
Oh,
I was kind of trying to do it.
Twilight
I'm a really big fan of the McElroy Brothers Dungeons and Dragons podcast, The Adventure Zone.
The Adventure Zone,
I think for season 2, we should take a more storytelling approach to the show. I approach a man in a hood. Hello, are you here for the Phillip Seymour Hoffman draft? Yes, good sir, I am. Very good. Follow me into this cavern.
Roll a d6 for your nerd check.
Boo. Welcome to season 2. We're here.
Yeah.
I played a little bit. I thought it was dumb.
Dabbled.
I dabbled.
Dabbled
it's
in
much
the
more to
D&D.
Magic, bro.
Of course. Well,
Star Wars collectible card game, bro.
As a serious adult, of course.
So let's.
So what are we doing today, Liam?
Season 2. Let's call it season 2, if it can be such a thing, or maybe Oeuvre Busters, the Ice Age expansion pack. We're gonna talk
Deep
about
cut.
John Cassavetes. Wow, we're gonna talk about Phillip Seymour Hoffman,
Who did not make a movie with John Cassavetes.
He did not make a movie with John Cassavetes,
But he made a lot of movies with a lot of other great filmmakers.
A lot of movies, and we decided, looking at the list, that although this is a show where we claim to be completists, we're going to, in the interest of getting through the season in a manageable amount of time, we decided we were going to do a draft to pick the films that we're going to cover.
And
now,
we're going to do 12.
That does not mean we're going to do 12, maybe 13 films. That does not mean that we have some mini episodes we're thinking about. I have some cool ideas that I haven't pitched to George yet. So we're going to try to cover everything, or as much as we can, realistically. And the way that we thought we would start is we each made a list of films that we thought that we wanted to revisit, or in some cases see for the first time, and we thought we would go through those and see if we get a good little episode out of it to to satiate Keith and all the other fanboys and fangirls listening to the show.
Hey Mick, the boys are doing a draft. What the fuck?
Hello.
They're doing a draft. The boys are.
You realize that joke is now going to be like 2 weeks after the last time.
It's supposed to be Keith Richards. Keith. That's the Keith.
Stow me in. Oof. Okay.
So the way we're gonna do this is we're gonna flip a coin, and then we're just gonna each pick one film.
Yeah. So a couple. I wrote down some rules here that the first rule is George can't pick any movies. No, I'm just kidding. We're only going to do one film per director. So if you're looking for a Paul Thomas Anderson binge, you've come to the wrong place. Sorry. That's kind of why this rule, I think, is in place. So we didn't talk about Paul Thomas Anderson movies.
That's fair.
And I also think, there's some things on the list where Phillip Seymour Hoffman is not the main character in the film. He's got a minor role, but I think they're important films to talk about. And I think we'll be talking, we're going to be approaching them from talking about Phillip Seymour Hoffman, but we're not going to exclude the filmmaking from the conversation. So We're going to
Let's
start
do
by
it.
flipping a coin. I think that this first pick is going to be really interesting.
Dun, dun, dun.
So, should I? I'll flip. You call it in the air.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, hold on. Here.
Heads.
Fuck.
Yes.
Heads.
Is it heads?
It's heads. I think we do best out of three.
So the reason this
Yeah.
is controversial is because I want to do the master, and Liam hates the master.
I hate the master.
But the rules of the draft are the rules of the draft.
All right, so George, you have first pick in the Phillip Seymour Hoffman draft.
So we're watching the master. Podcast over.
Oh, fuck.
And there goes our Paul Thomas Anderson. No Magnolia. For all you Magnolia fans.
So
out
we
there.
were gonna, we were thinking about,
And
Fuck.
I've only seen it once.
So George, why the master?
I've only seen it once. I remember really enjoying it. I want to
Okay.
go back and revisit it.
So
And also because I want to torture you.
I saw it twice in the theater. I fell asleep both times. I spent a big chunk of my life trying to convince myself that the master had any value beyond the exceptional performances, and I don't think it does. I think it's what we would refer to as white elephant art.
Yeah, you told me
Largely
this
empty.
over. Did you fall asleep at the same time
Yes.
in the movie?
Yep, both times. That stupid motorbike scene. It's a stupid
which is
movie.
The motorbike scene, which I don't remember.
This is fucking
Is that when he
bullshit.
falls
I
off
can't
the motorbike?
believe
Does
you
he fall off
threw
the
me
motorbike?
under the bus like this? We had a guest lined up for Magnolia, you son of a
our
bitch.
guest could come up for the
He
master.
doesn't care about that movie.
It's also about masculinity.
Oh, your face stinks. All right,
It's just
so
because I haven't watched
so
it
let
in
me
a
just
couple of days.
illuminate, pull Magnolia off my list here. So my fuck, I'm so mad. Fuck. My first pick. I don't even care anymore. My number one pick is Jack Goes Boating from 2010.
Wow.
It was directed by Phillip Seymour Hoffman
Deep fucking
and
pull.
came from his I don't play around, bro. And it was made. It was based on a play that he directed, and a cast for the play in some cases returned for the film. So, and I wanted to talk about a film that Phillip Seymour Hoffman directed. So, Jack Goes Boating is my next pick. I kind of want to flip a coin for each one.
Do you?
Yeah, wouldn't that be fun?
But
It's also kind of dumb, right? At this point.
Maybe for the first three.
Okay. All right,
right.
let's flip a coin for the first three.
Go. Can I pick the master
you
again?
flip.
Can I make you watch it twice?
So we can't do any more Paul Thomas Anderson. movies.
Yeah, but those are your rules.
I'm gonna drink some beer.
Those are your fucking rules. All right, ready?
It's a good rule. Go. Tails.
Tails it is.
Tails. Number 3. Capote.
Oh, that's a good one.
We're doing Capote.
I had it on the list as well, but further down.
Capote, Academy Award winning performance. Very different from, I think, his other parts. I mean, obviously, he went somewhere with that film that he didn't go other ways, and it was recognized. What's your number 2? Or what's number 4 now?
Synecdoche, New York.
Oh, was not on my list. I'm just kidding. It was on my list. And I do not like that movie either.
There you go. I haven't seen it either. I've never seen it. I haven't seen Capote.
I'll tell you this. I watched that film and fell asleep several times.
At the motorcycle scene?
And every time I fell asleep, it was the same scene. The movie never ends. I'm still going on, which is an interesting way to think about when you think about the film. But I'm glad you did that on your list. All right. Let's I keep burping into the
flip
mic.
another
Let's
coin.
I'll flip again.
Flip another coin. Flip the same coin, but another time.
Piss you off so hard when okay.
Heads.
Heads.
Okay. MI3. Boom.
So stupid. Are you
Boom.
fucking kidding me? Mission
so
Impossible
stupid. You make
3.
it so fucking amazing.
Oh, it's not a good Mission
It's
Impossible.
not a good
movie.
Mission Impossible at all. But it's the
Oh,
one with Kerry Russell in it. And, of course, Phillip Seymour
I
Hoffman.
can't believe it. I'm actually glad because that's a very different performance
Yeah.
too.
It is a very different performance, yeah.
Along came Polly.
And you dare question my...
No, you know why I'm interested in Along Came
decisions.
Along Came Polly is
Because you love shit jokes?
because apparently I've never seen it, but apparently the part was written for Jack Black.
Okay.
And I'm really curious to see. Also, he doesn't do a lot of parts that are straight comic relief.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's fair,
that's
yeah.
an important thing to me. Are we I don't know about this list right now.
No, it's coming along. It's
going good.
Swimmingly.
All right, are we flipping or are we just going to keep going?
Well, let's just also just recap. So, The Master, Jack Goes Boating,
Boo. Yay.
Capote,
Yay.
Synecdoche, New York,
Fine.
MI3, Along Came Polly. So we're halfway there.
That's correct. Jesus Christ.
All right.
Um,
You want to flip again?
I can't. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, wait, no, I should flip, right? Wait, did I flip?
You
it once?
flip.
Let's do this.
you want another beer?
I'm okay. It's like throwing the I Ching. Have you ever thrown the I Ching?
No.
Neither have I, but I'm assuming it's all like this. Ready?
Did it land in the pistachio? It landed in the pistachio bag. It landed in the fucking pistachio bag. Let's get some Foley of this.
We don't need.
Let's just get.
Oh, really?
So all of the pistachios are now on the table.
But now we can eat them all too.
Should we? What did you flip? Did I call it?
No, I don't know.
I didn't. Let's reflip.
All right. Ready?
God. Okay, go.
Call it.
Heads.
Ooh, tails.
Fuck. We picked another shitty movie.
The Master.
No, I said shitty
another
movie.
shitty movie. Doubt.
Good.
Meryl Streep.
Ugh.
And Phillip
Is it
Seymour
wrong
Hoffman.
that I'm not a Meryl Streep fan?
I mean, I think she's a great actress.
Can we do more than 12?
Let's go on.
Okay. Do we flip again?
Magnolia. No.
right,
You
fair.
just go, yeah.
Love Lisa.
Don't even know.
His brother wrote it.
Isn't that the movie with Tommy Wiseau? You're tearing me apart, Lisa.
The Room, which I've never seen.
Oh, I thought it was that one. All right, so now we should just go without flipping, right?
Yeah, so my pick. No, it's not.
The Talented Mr. Ripley.
Very good. Very good. I'm very happy that you picked that. We already know who our
Guest
our
host.
guest is going to be. Should we reveal that or should we keep it to
Well,
ourselves?
maybe we should confirm.
She said she wanted to do it. Fine. All right. What number is that?
That is
1, 2, 3,
2,
4, 5, 6, 7. It's 9.
9.
So I think it's important with our next pick that we get something later in his career.
Go for it.
So I'm thinking there's so many goddamn good movies. I can't believe you picked fucking Mission Impossible 3. That was just so to be clear, that was like no.
He's also such an integral part of that film.
He is no,
And also later in his career.
There's no movie. That movie doesn't work.
Yeah,
without
of
a minute.
course. He's the only good thing in that. Well, and obviously also the god.
No, it's a good movie.
The god that is Tom
It's
Cruise.
It's not Fallout, and it's not Ghost Protocol, and it's not Rogue Nation, but it's next. No,
It's-
Mission Impossible, the original is amazing.
Yeah, no.
I
Yeah,
fucked
yeah.
that up.
It
I
is.
fucked that up.
It
hard.
is the
second worst.
The
Mission
second worst
Impossible.
one. Yeah.
But there's a lot to it that's good. I actually watched it like a few months ago.
I did too in preparation of watching the latest one. Sorry, go ahead. So
I just watched this movie like a week ago, but no, Before the Devil Knows You're Dead. That's my pick.
That was on my list. Very good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. 2 more, 3 more, 4 or 5 more.
So this is like, do I want to do the better film or do I want to do the shitty film?
Do it.
All right, what, the better film or the shitty film?
Just do one.
All right, Red Dragon.
Yes. Fuck. That was the.
Have you seen that one?
That wasn't even on my list. Like, and I listed
You
every
listed
movie.
and you texted me like, if there's 40 films
I
on my list.
never thought Red Dragon would come up. This is such horse shit. 1, 2. I love you. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that 11? We have one more.
One more. Or let's go 14. We could go 14.
I love it. Well, are we cheating though? Is that bullshit?
It's fine. It's
Okay.
Nobody but Keith cares.
I do think that this
Liam, you're full of shit.
Yeah, full
Liam.
of shit. Oh, it's Keith.
Yeah.
Keith. Oh, it's Keith Richards.
You fucking said 12 films, mate.
Please don't.
I'm taking back the check.
Happiness.
Oh.
Oh, fuck you. Oh, fuck you so bad. Oh, fuck you.
That is one film I'm not looking forward to watching.
That's 12. We got 2 more.
The Big Lebowski. What, you fucking hate The Big Lebowski
I don't like the
too?
Big Lebowski.
Oh my God.
You know what's crazy?
It's no Red
this
Dragon.
is gonna piss so many people off. The Big Lebowski wasn't even on my list. He's barely in The Big Lebowski.
Who cares?
I hate this show.
But
But I guess it's a crowd pleaser. We'll get all the Coen Brothers fans on board. Fuck. Ugh.
them and all the cast of movies fans.
It's actually amazing how different our lists are.
Well, because you know nothing about cinema.
That's true.
Nothing about great movies like The Big
1,
like,
2, 3, 4,
Red Dragon.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. One more.
But you make the last pick.
Fuck.
It's definitely going to be Scent of a Woman, right?
No.
Twister? It's Twister.
This is a really hard one. Oh man, he was in some really good movies. I think
He
it's
was.
worth pausing and saying that. I saw him on stage once.
In?
Othello.
Oh, as Iago?
No, he was Othello. Yeah, he was Iago.
Oh, nice.
It was 4 hours long.
I mean, you could have been like Cassius. I don't know.
Yeah, he was Iago. He was great. Like they dropped a Cassius reference, though. That was very good.
Who played Othello?
John, the guy who's in Jack Goes Boating, who's had a theater company called Labyrinth with.
Mm-hmm.
John Ortiz, who was in Miami Vice, which is the most underrated Michael Mann film. And he was also in Collateral. He's a big actor. You've seen him.
Did we talk about what the Michael Mann podcast would be called? Would be like Man to Man or Man on Man?
Mansplaining.
Fuck,
we have to do that podcast. Okay, so the last film for our Phillip Seymour Hoffman extravaganza. So here's the thing. I really kind of want to do a Hunger Games.
Okay.
But I also...
The nerve of you also
don't
to call out my Mission Impossible 3 pick.
I'd rather watch a Hunger Games movie than Mission Impossible.
God, those fucking movies are terrible. The first one was really fun. And Woody Harrelson is amazing in all of them.
So you've seen them all.
I have.
You've seen these movies.
Seen
and you
all.
have the goddamn audacity to give me a hard time about wanting to watch one.
But that's how I know they're
his
shitty.
His character's name is like Plutarch. I guess that's his position.
Yeah.
But still.
No, he's amazing in them too. But
which one does he have the largest role in?
Jeez, I would say, from what I remember, the fourth one,
which is the last one.
Yeah.
Okay. So
if I remember correctly,
final pick.
But you should pick one of those if you want.
I kind of want to do a Most Wanted Man. I just saw it, but like I think it's an important movie to cap things off. You know what? Maybe I'm going to force us to do a bonus episode on
Magnolia,
on the Hunger Games.
Okay.
Which means 15. So shall I read our list?
Please.
Okay, and you can verify that I'm correct. And these are not in the order we're going to do them, to be clear. We are going to do them chronologically, but this is the list as it is now, and I don't have the time or the energy to compile it in the proper order. Here we go. The Master. Jack Goes Boating. Capote. Schenectady.
I think it's a pun on Schenectady, but it's Synecdoche.
Synecdoche, New York. Mission Impossible 3. Along Came Polly.
Just call it MI3.
Doubt. Love Lisa. Ripley. Before the Devil Knows You're Dead. Red Dragon. Happiness. Red Dragon. You picked a Brett Ratner podcast for the movie for this podcast. You know that, right?
I do.
The Brett Ratner film.
And I was conflicted all the way. But it's also...
He's in that movie for like 4 minutes.
It's also a...
People are going to be like, oh, you did...
Hannibal Lecter.
You guys did Phillip Seymour Hoffman, huh? So you did The Big Lebowski and Red Dragon. Before the Devil Knows You're Dead, Red Dragon, Happiness, Big Lebowski, and Most Wanted Man. I guess I'm confused because I actually picked movies that Phillip Seymour Hoffman's in.
He's in The Master. He's like...
The whole movie. He's the master.
He's the titular master. Well, but we'll discuss that because is he?
Oh, it's such a boring conversation. Everyone knows it's Amy Adams. Or Laura Dern.
There you go.
I can't decide.
Wow, Laura Dern's in that? I totally forgot that
she's in that movie. Well, that's...
Did she play the motorcycle?
No, she plays Laura Dern's part. That's our list. I am excited. I am, despite giving you a hard time, I'm excited about your picks. They're very different from mine.
And we'll also figure out a way to, I think, try to represent all those other films that they make.
I definitely feel a brief episode on Hard 8 coming from me. And I think that, I also think, I think we can get some folks to talk about some other films that might be interesting.
Yeah. I think we could do something on Magnolia.
But I think also, I think that at least for me, I can say that Phillip Seymour Hoffman's a big, important human being in my life. So I'm excited to dig into these movies, and we hope you're excited too.
Welcome to season 2.
Welcome to season 2. I'm Liam Billingham.
I'm George Fagopoulos.
And this was
Hoover Busters.
Hi, this is Adam Shartoff. I'm just trying to reach Pete Rinaldi. If you could just let him know that I'm looking for him, and we discussed doing some editing gig I want to talk to him about. Thanks so much, and I guess you do some sort of podcast. I don't know, but keep on keeping on, as someone wise once told me. Thank you very much, and best of luck.